All right, here we are. Mr. Tackle Box, Monsterbass. Where do we stand? As you saw, we're back. So we have our two bass boxes going up against each other. All right, so let's just do a quick review. So, all right, so for starters, in our Monsterbass, we did get we got our handbook, our fishing handbook. Very cool stuff that we can hold. You can put in there. You don't have to have signal and internet to read it, unlike the other guy. But we'll get back to that. Okay, so we got that. All right. Then let's see here. We got ourselves a really cool product testing Poppin' Frog. Pretty cool stuff right there. We got ourselves a Pro Swim Jig. This is black and blue. Pretty nice. We got ourselves a 2-pack of these sexy dice. And this thing, again, these are kind of an oily bait, so not too big on those, but it is what it is. Then we got ourselves a First Contact tungsten swim bait. And finally, we got ourselves some Grand Bass Kickback Shads. On top of that, we got not one, but 2 stickers. And this ruler sticker, really cool concept, I gotta tell you. And then we got ourselves our normal promotional stuff. All right, so that's our Monsterbass. All right. So we're just going to go through this real fast. All right, so this sexy dice, right? Because these are pheromone scented, I guess. These things here, $12.99. If they work, hey, I think it's a little bit pricey, but hey, that's the MSRP of it. So that's what we got. Next up, we have our Kickback Shads. $6.99 for a 6-pack. That's just a little over $1 a bait. I think that's a pretty good price. Then we do have our First Contact swim jig. No. Yeah. Swim bait hook, yeah. So this hook here, and you know, this thing's got like a blade on it and everything. It's got a blade there too. So $2.99. I think that's fair. That's pretty much a whole lure. You just got to put a soft bait on it. And we got the shad, we got the sexy. So all right, then we have our swim jig here. $5.49. There you go. And it's a pretty nice looking swim jig there. Then finally we have our Poppin' Frogs, and I do like my Poppin' Frogs for $5.49. So that brings the MSRP, right? These are the MSRP prices. So if you were to buy those individually, you would pay $33.95. Now, granted, this is the most expensive one on there, and so these better be good. That's all I'm saying. But still, the value, right? So the value. So we paid $26.79 for the box. We got an MSRP of $33.95, which gives us $7.16 that we saved. So by ordering it from Monsterbass, we saved ourselves $7.16, and that would be pretty much another bait. So we saved ourselves the price of one whole bait. So I think that that's a pretty good deal right there. All right, so there's that. Now then, moving on to the competition. We have our Mystery Tackle Box. All right. Oh, hey. We got this cool ruler in the box. I'll give them credit where credit's due. All right. We have one sticker. It's an okay sticker. And then we don't get a handbook in it. We have to scan the QR code. Then we have a virtual dibble. So that means that if you're out fishing somewhere and you don't have signal, You don't have data, you can't read your dibble. Sorry, guys. But Monster Bass got you right there. You actually still have a book you can take with you. You can read it while you're waiting for the fish to bite. Ridiculous. All right. Anyway, moving on. So, first up, we have, from Excite Baits, we have what is called the Rizzo Minnow. All right, and that comes in at $7.99. Then we have my favorite item in this box, and is our Euro Tackle finesse baits, and this is our 6-pack of Metacross, and that MSRP is $5.99. Pretty good bait. I'll give them credit. Next up, we have our Z Swimmer. So we have our other jig head. This one is a black and gold, and that comes in at $5.99. All right, and then moving on, we have our Hot Shots, which is these other worms. The super scented Hot Shots, and these go for the Hot Shot Pumpkin Blue. 6 of them, 6-inch. These go for $3.69. And then last but not least, we do have our performance hooks. They come in at $1.80. So that brings our total MSRP for our for Mystery Tackle Box to $25.46. And we spent $23.45. So, yeah, so we spent $3.30 less on the box. But we only saved $2.01. So, you can get another pack of hooks. That's it. Hey, I'm sorry. That's all you get with Mr. Tackle Box. So that gives you a $5.15 better savings value out of your Monster Bass. So, and these are the prices and I looked these up. Those are the prices. So, I think on content, Monster Bass, you're better on content. Variety, look, we got soft bait. We got a frog. We got a jig. We got a swim bait hook. Over here, we got hooks, jig head, and 3 soft baits. So I think the variety is better in our Monster Bass. Now, granted, I'll give them this time. We got 5 items in this in Mystery Tackle Box. Usually it's just 4. So we did get a 5th item, but we got a $1.80 pack of hooks. That's the difference. For what we spend for Mystery Tackle Box, we should be getting the hooks every month, like regardless. On top of the other stuff that we get, we very seldom do we get straight just hooks in Monster Bass. It happens every once in a while, but usually when we get like just hooks, we got like 2 $12 or $16 lures in the box too. They've really built the rest of it up. We're still gonna get 5 items, but we're gonna get the hooks. But they've really packed it up on the other end by giving us a lot of good items in the box. So I don't know. If I had so I'm gonna do this differently, right? So I'm gonna pick a favorite from each box, and my favorite out of Mystery Tackle Box, hands down, is Euro. These are good. I like Euro Tackle baits. So, but these are probably my favorite item. I don't know. This is a nice looking jig head. The head on this one is really sweet. Gotta think about that. All right, so, but I mean, it's easy on this one. Then this Poppin' Frog. This is my favorite. This is my favorite one out of Monster Bass. Is this Poppin' Frog. Soft bait is this. Yeah, it's whatever. These might be awesome. The other soft bait. The jig is cool. The jig is cool. The black and blue. So, but I really like the eyes on this one. The The head on this one is really nice. But you know what? Man, no, you know what? I got to give it to the Euro Tackle. I got to give it to those baits. I like those craws. Those craws are like realistic size too. The color is whatever, but you know. Ooh. But yeah, I gotta give it to the. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Euro Tackle does a good job with their baits too, the way they package them, because they're in these nice little packages like this. But yeah, those Euro Tackle, I like Euro Tackle baits. They do pretty good. Yeah, your baits are locked in. Good for like bait bags too. But that's it. Again, Monsterbass is killing Mystery Tackle Box. At least their basses. They really are. I might do another 3 months of Mystery Tackle Box, but just because I do want to get their ice fishing box just to see how they've messed that one up. But I might just buy the ice fishing boxes off Dick's website because I like Mystery Tackle Box. I do. Okay, I have nothing. I like the box. I do, but I just don't like the price. So I think if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get these off of Dick's website, and I'll buy like 12 boxes a year from Dick's, and then we can open them up every month. You know, and I might buy 12 pan, 12 bass, 12 walleye, 12 salt, and 12 ice fishing, and just open up by the numbers. I did that at the end of last year. I opened up the numbered boxes. Because I do like their boxes. I do. I think that the direction they've gone, because we're getting the same stuff, but you're paying more for it, and you're getting less because you don't get a dibble anymore. So I think that's how moving forward. It's just going to be Dick's purchases. When I can buy one, get one for half off, because then it's like if it's $20, your second one is $10, so you're paying $15 a box. And I think that if I was paying, because when you did the year one before, you'd pay $16 for this. For $16, this is a good box. For $23, it is not a good box. So for $26, this is a good box. This is a damn good box for $26. So that's just the way I see it. All right, that's it. That's your head-to-head. Again, Monsterbass walks away with it. You get more out of the boxes. You get more stickers. You get a book. And you get higher value for what you're spending. And I think that especially with today's economy, that's important. You want your dollar to go as far as you can. And I think that me personally, and I don't work for either of these guys, but I would rather pay the extra $3.30 a month and get Monsterbass over Mystery Tackle Box. Even and yeah, I know that it's like I get like $1.80 off because I've been with them for so long. Which is another great thing about Monsterbass, because before I was paying, like almost $26, or $28. I was paying like over $28 for the box, and I was like, man, this is awfully pricey, but the value was there. So, but now that I've been with them for so long, I'm getting like $1.80 credit like every month. It's like, oh yeah, we added $1.80, and Gear Pack does the same thing. That's one of the reasons why I stick with Gear Pack, is because I'm saving money because I've been with them for so long. But it's more than that. It's Monster Bass rewards your loyalty to stay with them. Gear Pack rewards your loyalty to them, and I can get behind that. I can get behind a company that's like, you know what? Sometimes our stuff may not be that good. Gear Pack. Last month's was not good. This month's box was piss poor. But I can get behind a company that's like, you know what? Hey, we're gonna add. You know what? We're gonna give you a little bit of credit. We're gonna take a few bucks off of your box every month. We're gonna take $1.80. It's like $1.80, I think, that Monster Bass takes off, but still, that's $1.80. So, if Mr. Tackle Box would do that, and they used to, because if you would buy like a year, you're only paying even after shipping. You didn't pay shipping, but you're only paying like $16.95 a box or something like that for a full year. Now they don't even have a year one, and you pay a lot more per box. So that's all I'm saying. And they're saying that the 6 month one, I'm getting the most savings at $23.45. So do the math. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't. So, but yeah, Poppin' Frog, Euro Craw. Those are my two winners. These are my two winners for this month. Mr. Monster Bass, Mr. Tackle Box. These are my favorites. Monster Bass is my favorite overall. But again, I think it's just because of the fact that the value is so much better. Because Mr. Tackle Box is not doing anything different as far as the items they're sending. I mean, Euro Tackle, Excite baits, V&M baits. They're still putting in quality products. It's just your value's not there. So anyway, that's it. This is another Fishing Friday. Next week we'll have our I don't know how to even think of this box, but we'll have our Lucky Tackle Box next week. God, I love Lucky Tackle Box. It's like I don't know. There's just something about Lucky Tackle Box that where's it? Oh, it's right there. There's something about Lucky Tackle Box that, and they're not part of this head-to-head, but I want to talk about them just a little bit. Because Lucky Tackle Box, I got to tell you, these guys here, I don't know what these guys, really, I don't know what they're trying to pull with this. I think I pay $69 for 3 months, so 36, no, 20. So if I pay $69, divide that by 3, 2 goes into 6 3 times. No, 3 goes into 6 2 times. It's 3 months. And then, so I pay like $23 a box. And, I mean, some of these baits that you get with Lucky Tackle Box look like not too bad of baits. They seem pretty well built. We got this pretty cool spinner bait here. Spoon. We got, I mean, this is just in 2 months. Got 2 different size jig heads. We got these, and I wanna thank John, I think. Yeah, I gotta do better with names, but he explained to me about these stupid hooks, and so they're not so stupid after all. They're just difficult to use. So you gotta use like a hangman noose on them, or a hangman knot on them, or something. So, and I appreciate that, buddy. And thanks for watching, leaving comments too. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Just those little comments. You're probably the ones that are giving these fishing videos a thumb up too. I appreciate that. And just remember, when I hit 500, I'm gonna be doing a fishing giveaway too, and we'll do that video separate. So, for those of you that come here for Fishing Friday, we're gonna have a giveaway for you guys too. So, It's not. You're. I think one of the lucky ones made it in. I'm not really sure, but But anyway, so it's. I mean, it's like, look at this, and it's like one of the real companies, HR Baits. You got these ones here, and I should really hate this box. I should, because it's like $23 a month. And it's multi-species. This is kind of one of the weird ones. This clear body, the weight in it. I mean, look at these. I got these. These are saltwater hooks, clearly. You know, and some of these are just really funky looking lures. Like this one here, just weird, and it's like a pinkish orange. It's just weird looking baits that they give out in Lucky Tackle Box. But then some of them look like really well-made baits. And so I feel that I should like these a lot less, because if you try to find any of these, you can't. You cannot find these baits anywhere online. These are made by bullshit companies. Pardon my language, but they are. And I should not like this box this much. But in 2 months, I've gotten 14 baits. In 2 months, 14. So for $23, you're getting, you know, and when my next Lucky Tackle Box comes in, I'm gonna break it down as best I can, because I can find I find some prices. I don't know exactly. Some of them might be like close, not the exact item. But I find like a close bait, you know, based on what it feels like, what it looks like. And I really, stupid flies, I really should like that box a lot less, because these are not real baits. They aren't. If you buy Lucky Tackle Box, understand this. You're not getting Euro Tackle, you're not getting Z-Man, you're not gonna get any, you know, you're not gonna get a single real person in there. There's some real companies. Like HR Baits is a real. I mean, you can at least buy stuff from their website. So we'll leave it at that. But for whatever reason, I actually, when I open up that box and I look at this stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is actually a pretty cool looking bait. I mean, if it works, it's gonna work. So, and again, as I said, things went really well this past week. So this past couple weeks, things have gone really well. And so moving forward, I can say moving forward that things are going to be, we're going to have a little bit, my budget for the channel is going to be a little bit bigger, because a lot of the stuff that we're getting ironed out is finally ironed out, and everything is fantastic. I'm very happy right now. Things really went our way. So things are going good, and so I'm gonna have a little bit more of a budget, and so again, dumping. I will be dropping Mystery Tackle Box. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I like them, but I'm gonna get rid of the monthly subscription version of Mystery Tackle Box. Mystery Tackle Box going forward is gonna be the ones from Dick's, the numbered boxes. I don't know when I'll start that, but that's how it's going to be. Because at least if I'm paying $15, you know, and if you buy like so much, you don't pay shipping, so you're just paying $15 a box. So if I'm paying $15 for a box, I can just, if this was $16, the $16.45 for a year that used to be, I would be like okay with that, because I'm getting a huge savings on it. But to get $2 as opposed to 23, 17, 18, instead of getting $9, see, in the old method, you'd save $9 on this. And I get it. It may not be good for their business, but it is what it is, and I got to do what I got to do as a consumer. So, Mystery Tackle Box, I don't care, even if they knock out the ballpark out of these next 3 boxes, I think they're a thing of the past, and their current form. I'll still purchase from them. I like their boxes, but not the monthly box. Leave it at that. So that's it. They're done. Monsterbass. You know, I used to think, God, this is an expensive box. You know, dang, it's like almost $30 a month. But when I do the cost breakdown, $26. I'm getting $33, $35. You know, it varies between like $7 and $9 of value out of it. Then you know what? I can justify paying a little bit more for it. So we're going to be keeping Monster Tackle Box. I don't think I'll be going up a tier level in Mystery. I think I'll just be satisfied with the silver level. At this point, who knows? Next year I may bump it up to the gold or even the platinum. The platinum's like $48 a month though, so not likely because it's just 7 baits. But Lucky Tackle Box. We'll see how this last month goes here. Well, actually, we'll see how it goes because I'm at least gonna do 3 more months with them. So we're gonna have at least 4 more Lucky Tackle Boxes. As weird as they are, and as much as it should just be like, dude, this should be something wrong with selling products like this, I'm gonna stick with them for another subscription. So we're gonna get at least 4 boxes. Now, how those last 4 boxes go is gonna determine next year, because I think that, does Lucky do a year one? I know they do 6 months. They might do a year. I think it's 1, 3, or 6. But I might go up. I might go up to the next bracket that way and save a couple more bucks. But and I'm okay with that, because really, if you can get the price point down far enough on Lucky Tackle Box, I think you're gonna be okay. Month to month, I don't know about that. But I'm really liking this. I don't know why. I should not like Lucky Tackle Box. But I'm actually kind of excited. I'm looking forward to getting it this next week. It'll probably come in this week. So you're going to see this video in like 3 weeks from now that I'm making it, because we just got our mystery tackle box. So you're watching that next week. Well, this Friday. 4 to 5 days from now. And then you're watching this video. I made this video 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. And so I'll probably get my Mr. Tackle Box in the next few days. And then in 2 weeks, so in 2 weeks from now, you'll be seeing my Mr. Tackle, my Lucky Tackle Box. Because I do one every Friday, just to keep it fishing Friday, And right now I've got the Monsterbass, the Mr. Tackle Box. I got this video, the head, and we got our Lucky Tackle Box. So if I'm dumping this one, you might be thinking, well, what do you do for that 4th week, right? Because you got Monsterbass, Lucky Tackle Box. Then you got like 2. Because Mr. Tackle Box and the head is like 2. So we'll be doing the numbered. Mystery Tackle Boxes. We'll be doing our Monsterbasses. We'll do our Lucky Tackle Box. And something that I always meant to get into, but I never had the time. Really, I never had the time or the patience really to get into it, was fly fishing. And so I do plan on getting the post fly. We're going to start it with the first cast series, which is like 3 boxes together, plus you get a free rod and reel. It's like $200. But I'm going to get that first cast program. So we're going to open that. We're going to see what's in that first cast program. I'm going to bring it to you here on this channel. And then after that, I'm going to do the monthly box, the guide series. And it's like $50 a month. But you get like flies. You get stuff to tie flies. I might do some of their tie flying kits so that I can actually start tying my own flies, because I think that'd be a cool hobby to get into, especially if you're in a survival situation and you have to make new flies. It's good to know, it's a good skill to have. But yeah, so I can see Lucky Tackle Box, continue to have a home on this channel. I'm not going to tell any of my viewers. I'm not going to tell you guys that Lucky Tackle Box is a bunch of high quality stuff. It might be, but I mean, these are not name brands. Lucky Tackle Box is not name brands. They are definitely Temu specials, freaking Amazon. You might be able to find these in like the Amazon fishing kits, you know, the Polino or whatever. I might get some of those too. You know, but you know what? But it's just like when you got like these Arky kits. You know, I've gotten a couple of the Arky kits from Walmart. So you're not getting like Monsterbass type quality. But I also don't think that you're getting stuff that's not functional. So it's kind of like do you want to spend money on knockoffs type thing? And so I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I think that Lucky Tackle Box is a great box. I don't think it is a great box. I think it's ridiculous how they're even still in business because from a lot of the old YouTube videos I watched, they used to be like pretty legit. You know, they would have like they put like a card in there and everything, and they used to be like a pretty legit like company that would put out like, you know, the same types of, you know, Z-Man, you know, they might have these in there, the V&M baits. They had like legitimate baits in there. But I imagine with all the competition going on, they kind of had to do what they had to do. I'm not hating them for it. I'm still gonna get them because I think the Lucky Tackle Box is kind of fun. And the one I was getting, I didn't like. It was like 5 items, and I just didn't like it. But this multi-species box, I think is pretty cool. I mean, I have no idea what kind of baits I'm gonna pull out of this next box. I don't. Are they gonna be panfish? Are they gonna be trout? Are they gonna be bass? Are they gonna be walleye? Are they gonna be great white shark? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna put in there. They might put in a hook the size of my arm in one of those boxes. I don't know. That's what's kind of fun about Lucky Tackle Box because you don't know. So, but so at least another 4 months. If I do decide to stick with them, I will probably go to the next level. They do have like a next level up, and you get like 9 to 13 items, I think it is, or something like that. So I may go to the next higher level. You know, I may go all in and go with like the top multi-species box, just to see what you get. And I don't know, these might be location oriented, although I doubt it. I don't think they put that. I mean, Monsterbass, I believe Monsterbass, they might have different stuff depending on where you're at, you know, based on your address. I could see them doing that. Like, okay, this guy's from Louisiana, we're gonna give him this box. You know, I could see that because, you know, they might have like different colors in there based on where you're at. But Mr. Tackle Box, you know, you're paying for like a much higher quality. I don't think Lucky Tackle Box is going to take that much time. They're going to be like, all right, just put the stuff in the box, get out to them. We got their money, get out to them. Do I hate them for it? No. You know, hey, I'm working on making my own little products here too. Little sneak peek here, right? Ooh, look at that. I'm working on making my own products so that when I can finally get monetized, you know, I want to sell stuff too. I mean, that's part of the American dream. And so, you know, I want to make stuff like fishing kits, and, you know, I plan on making like mini survival kits, mini fishing kits, stuff like that. I mean, all the companies do it. Why can't I? So, yeah, but that's it. I've rambled on long enough, but yeah, this month though, Monsterbass definitely much better. Really, the only thing I think, I mean, this is good. I mean, they're good stuff. I just think that if you want to go for value, go with Monsterbass. If you want to save a few bucks on your cost, go with Mr. Tackle. You'll save like $3 a month if you do the Mr. Tackle Box, like the 6-month one. But if you want to get more value out of your dollar, pay the extra $3, $4. Go with Monsterbass. That's the best advice I can give you. For me, I'm gonna stick with Monsterbass. And Lucky Tackle Box. I don't know why. I wish Warrior Tackle Supply was still in business. Warrior Tackle Supply was good. They had some good baits in theirs, and they had like their own line. But I got to them too late, so they were out of business. So at least that's what they told me. Maybe they still want to send me my stuff. I don't know. But, anyway, until next Friday, keep prepping.